Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler 2 with me, your Herd 37. So, we have this flight that we were looking at last time. It's from Huntington, KHTS, to Waverly, KEOP. 299 pounds of shrimp, so we can carry that easily. And it actually pays a pretty good deal. I mean, $28.40. The only bad thing is that once we get up there, I'll have to fly it back to Huntington because there really is nothing else. I mean, the only other thing I was thinking, you could take 2 loads and then stop here at Waverly and drop that off and then go up to here. What is this, Newbury? By the way, I like that. You can see how they did that. So you can just hover over the mark and it'll tell you, elevation 660 feet, runways 1, lights. I like that they did that. I don't know what this 280H. See, you could actually fit that in there. See, I don't know this well enough to look at our plane. I can't remember exactly how much. It's either 600 or 900 that our Cessna can carry. But I think at this point, I mean, how much does that pay? Oh, it pays a ton. So maybe we could do that on another flight, though. It's got 1 day. That's all right. We'll start off with this KEOP, Waverly, right there. I want to go ahead and accept that. All right, let me click fly now. See, cargo capacity 900. The only problem is I don't have enough time to fly up all the way there. We actually have family. Everyone would just went to eat, and I went to play this. I stayed here to play it because it just came out, so I want to get started on it. So I really don't have time. That's why I can't on this one. I said I wanted to show the charts and all that kind of stuff and start doing that, but I don't have time. That kind of sucks because I wanted to do that for you all, but that's all right. See, from depot, see available 0. So I guess we'll have to bring fuel there. If we can ever start a company there or something. So we got 305 pounds. You can only make it all the way up to 319. So I won't mess with that at all. Only use 4 pounds of fuel? I don't know why it's not quite full. That's kind of odd. But I'll just leave it there because it's such a short flight. 51 miles. Then I'll fly it back off camera. Won't record that. But very cool. So we got it. All right, we'll go ahead and well, actually, I don't know if we committed the plane. We'll have to look at this. All right, we'll go ahead and meet on over at the plane. All right, everybody, here we are in our little plane. I think, did they move us, perhaps? I noticed it didn't give me the option to set the time or anything. I thought that was kind of weird. Or maybe I just missed it. I didn't see it anywhere. We'll have to check on that. There comes the weather. Nope, some weather. That part's missing. But the sun's going down, so hopefully we can get to Waverly in daylight. I prefer that. So, get down here. I haven't fixed this view yet. Like I said, I'm kind of under the gun because family being here and everything. I'm going to go ahead and full mixture that. Turn the throttle just a little bit. Turn on our battery. And our beacon, nav lights. The fuel pump. Alright, click off that fuel pump. Turn on our pitot heat. Trim this. Takeoff. Alright, click that. Let me see if, I don't know if this is got it in our Jeep. Yeah, it does. It did put it in the GPS. That's cool. Very excited, man. Our first job in Air Hauler 2. I can't even begin to tell you guys how excited I am that Air Hauler 2 has finally come out, man. Alright. Move this over here. Huntington clearance. Oh, man, they've got us IFR? That's alright. I'll just cancel it once we take off. Reset my altimeter.
IFR to Kilo Echo Oscar Papa, ready to copy. Cessna Alpha Alpha Foxtrot Mike is cleared to
8,000, of course, we won't actually go that high. In fact, it's to the west. Let's say 6,500. Because like I say, I'm not going to actually fly IFR. I don't think we have to. Didn't really give me the opportunity to select that, did it? Ground climb at 700 feet a minute. We got that set to GPS up here. Of course, you use it nav GPS. What's on GPS? We are ready. Turn over to the ground, request our taxi.
Ground, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike with uniform, ready to taxi IFR. Cessna, Golf, Bravo,
runway 12.
Mike, taxi to it, hold short of runway 12, via taxiway Alpha, Golf.
Can't remember the exact runway, heading of the runway. It's kind of weird, we usually take off on 30. Acknowledge our clearance, and turn on the progressive taxi.
Using taxiway Alpha, Golf.
Come down here and we'll hit that taxi light. There we go. Alright, parking brake is off. Head over to the runway. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this view. It's an old view when we used to use the shakes and everything. Yeah, kind of weird. Usually it's 30 for takeoff and landing. Very rarely do we take off or land on 12. That's alright. It doesn't really mean anything. I guess maybe just the wind direction. But it's a pretty light load too. We're not quite, as you saw, full of fuel, what, 4 pounds short. It's kind of weird because we had to have used more than 4 pounds on our test, right? I was hoping they would change this so we could use the A2A. A2A planes seem to have a problem being loaded by other programs. So I don't know if they worked on that, if Hughes, the creator here, was able to work on that or not. I'm guessing not. Same thing with the Dash 8. The Dash 8 has been out for a long time too, so I was hoping maybe he would figure out a way to have that thing work, but I'm kind of doubting it because the way it ran outside of FSX and everything, it'd probably be a challenge to do that. I'm guessing he probably didn't. That would have been really cool to have like the Dash 8 and the A2A, but I guess not. Although I can't remember if the A2A was usable in Air Hauler or not, but I would like to have been able to have that be the default 172. Now, it's a really, really nice 172, but I guess not. Alright, we're actually going to take off from right here, doing intersection takeoff. There's no reason to taxi on just to get over to here. Should have plenty of room. Alright, so let me hit them up. The tower, request our clearance.
Tower, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike at runway 12, ready for takeoff. IFR to Kilo, Echo, Oscar, Papa. Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, clear for takeoff. Runway 12.
Alright, we'll acknowledge that.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 12. Cessna, Golf,
brought up the
Bravo,
GPS,
Alpha,
but
Foxtrot, Mike.
gotta take it down again. Landing lights and strobe are now on. Flaps are out. Now we can bring that GPS up for a little bit. Gotta remember how to use the autopilot in display too. It's easy, I know you just hit the buttons down there, but I gotta remember which one is which. Alright, let's hit it. Hopefully this flight's a little better than our test. Man, that thing was like straight left in that test, and then we got glitchy at the end on landing. I don't know what happened. Let's go ahead and rotate, get up in the air. Yeah, she's going left again. I just don't know if that's wind or what, because it's really odd how it's been doing that. We can go ahead and retract the flaps. I know they're gonna hit me up here in a second, so I need to cancel that IFR anyway. Try and trim it out a little bit here. I'm surprised they haven't talked to me. There we are.
Mike, contact Huntington, departure on 132.905.
Acknowledge that. I'm going to go ahead and start rolling left as well.
Alpha Foxtrot, Mike.
My air hauler dinged, but I don't see it. Message up there. There it is. It seemed a little slow upon startup. I don't know why. Contact the departure.
Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot, Mike, is climbing through 1,600 for 8,000. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot,
3008.
Departure, Roger, altimeter 3008. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot,
Oh, I hate you.
Turn left to heading 350. Resume on navigation. Climb and maintain 8,000.
Acknowledge that.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike.
Man, come on now.
Miles south. Turn left to heading 335. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect vectors visual. Runway 25.
How are you telling me that already? Acknowledge assigned approach.
Turn left heading 335. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect vectors visual. Runway 25. Approach. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike.
Alright, cancel the IFR. It's crazy that they're already telling me what approach to expect.
Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike. Understand, cancel IFR. Please confirm.
Let's confirm that.
Affirmative, cancel IFR. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike. Cessna Alpha Foxtrot, Mike. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Alright, thank you. Now let's check this panel down here. Autopilot. Let's go for navigation. Altitude. Get rid of those shakes. Climbing right at 700 feet a minute. I'm actually gonna move that down a little bit. I think, can't remember correctly, it's 70 or 80 is our actual climb speed in this plane. Also, let me bring this back up. Let's see if there is a procedure, since we know we're going to go to 25. Okay, we'll use the GPS when we get up there. GPS for runway 25. Let me slide down here in the seat. That view's a little too high as well. I guess that's technically what's Cerrito Canova. I'm thinking that's Ashland Oil is what they're basically doing right there. It's probably, it's probably not quite as close. Wow, that one went desolate over there. And I guess that's where the Ohio, this is the Ohio, and I believe that's the Big Sandy. That's where they meet right there. So that, I think that would be Cerrito Canova. And KHTW over here is Lawrence County, Ohio. It's the Lawrence County Airport. Now, sorry I couldn't do the charts and stuff like I wanted to today. But it's early on in this series, so I'm not too worried. Like I say, I'm under the gun. I don't actually have a ton of time to be here recording this, so I wanted to go ahead and get this flight. I'm so excited. Just want to get it in. We're about 47 miles out. So I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and speed it up just for a little bit. And be back. Yeah, I don't know if I'll wait till 30 miles. Maybe I should go let it get a little bit closer because we're in such a slow plane. And we're not even to 4,000. I was going to climb to, what, 6,500? Yeah. But, alright, go ahead and speed it up. Be back in just a bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down. We're about 20 miles out here. So I'm going to go ahead and, since I know they wanted us on 25, select the approach. 25 is best for us anyway, really. I think the way that we're coming in, it's really not too much of a difference, really. But we'll move this down here. GPS for 25. See if we see that coming out here in just a second. So, at 25, I'm going to set our heading a little over here to the right. And we need to use the heading select right there. And by the way, yes, we're at 4,500. I ended up thinking, why go up to 6,500? She was kind of lumbering a little bit anyway. So we were like a little over 5,000 something, so we just came down to 4,500. Might have actually gone out to the right a little too much there. There's the airport list. KEOP. Pike County. See, I thought it was Pike County is in Pike County, Kentucky. It's not. It's Ohio. To the traffic. Select a runway for landing. We're going on 25. Let's see. Full stop landing. And we'll announce our position.
Echo Oscar Papa traffic. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike is 18 miles south, 4,500 inbound to land. Runway 25.
Actually, we may have not gotten out to there right far enough now that I'm looking at it. In fact, let's go over here and we can go ahead and activate the approach as well. Looks like it wants us to come right over here. 18 miles out from Ukesi. She's right there in the red. I don't know if you can. It's kind of hard to see for me, so I don't know if you all can see it or not. So I'll tell you what. You're going to descend to 3,000. I can't remember what the elevation was, exactly what they said. Might have to get a little bit lower. I know we'll have to go below 3,000. Just can't remember what is the elevation 800. I can't off the top of my head recall. I could go to the map, but I'm afraid that the map is going to crash. Just the way she was acting kind of laggy. See what we can also do. Speed her up a little bit. 14 miles. Kissy. Not too much out around this area, which is true. Definitely true. I can't remember if I used to go to by Waverly a lot or not. I know the name. I used to go to Columbus a lot. I'm pretty sure we had to go through that area all the time. Alright, coming up on 3,000 right now, 3,200. We go out to the right a little bit more, do a better turn in here. It's going to be tight the way we're coming in right now. Man, it's desolate. That's the way some of this area is, though. It's kind of nice, though. I'm not sure what place that is out there. Maybe that, I guess that could be Waverly, but I don't think so. Waverly's got to be more over here. That's a little too far to be the local airport. Runway 25. Drop her down to 2800. Actually, I tell you what, we'll drop her on down to 2500. It looks safe above the trees. I was thinking maybe we don't even need to really go all the way up to Kessie if we're not that high. Not sure if that's the airport area right over there or not. It's directly to our left, north. Somewhere over in here, maybe? So I'm about ready to slow her down and turn her. We could use just hit nav and go to GPS. I guess that might be the best thing to do. Let's see what she does. Normal speed. It's going down to 2200. Don't know if we should call out base leg or not, the way that we're coming over here.
Kilo Echo Oscar Papa traffic. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot. Mike is on base. Runway 25.
I don't know if that we're technically on a base leg or not. Anyway, full rich. Dropped to I think the 90%. To 2000. That might be it right there. Kind of looks like a runway from here. Could be wrong though. Just one more check to make sure we're on normal speed. $1,800 feet. I think that's gonna be it. That's the thing, we're gonna be going to a lot of smaller airports now. I've been struggling with that in FS Economy. I had a flight the other day, it was just maddening. Up Buffalo, up near Buffalo Niagara Airport. Man, it was crazy. We're about to become acquainted with more. That's going to be it right there. I don't know what that was. There she is. Yeah, heck, I don't know what I was looking at. Kind of did look like a runway over there. All right, 5 miles out. I think we're all right with our altitude. I'm just going to hold her right here. Should be fine. Yeah, this is going to be the town of Waverly over here. Waverly, Ohio. Don't think we've got PAPI lights or anything. I think we'd already see them if they did. I guess the good thing is at nighttime, The airport does have lights. I remember when I played Air Hauler for the very first time, I kept going to airports that are just little grass strips, and I was doing it at night, and it was just absolutely horrible. Trying to fly around and fly over it and try to find the little dirt strip, grass strip, that was terrible. Alright, let's slow her down a little bit. About ready to take control. Notch of flaps. Drop the GPS off the screen. Alright, autopilot is off, the plane is mine. Still a little drifting left. I'm gonna have to check that out after this episode, why it's all of a sudden happening today. Just to me, it doesn't feel like it's the wind. It feels like there's something wrong with it. The way it's been happening. Alright, sir. Pulling back on the throttle. We need to get down. We are high now. What's new? Second notch of flaps. Yeah, it feels like with the way this is going left, it feels like I'm always a crosswind landing.
Kilo Echo Oscar Papa traffic. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot. Mike is on final runway 25 to land.
I'm back a little to the right. Alright, we're at full flaps.
500.
I don't know if Air Hauler is doing the GPWS or not. I know there's an option for one in Air Hauler, the original Air Hauler. I don't know if Air Hauler 2 has that or not. I didn't see that in the options area. Because I don't remember Cessna having that. But I could have, but I don't think it does. Pretty sure Cessnas don't call out minimums for you. Slow her down a little bit.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Whoa, did you see that at the end? It says the landing was okay. On both of our landings so far, I think we've landed a little short too. We've come in too shallow. Need to stop doing that as well. Everything landed okay. Good thing the buildings are all down here. Yeah, this thing is pulling way left. Even on the ground. Taxiing. Take this taxiway. You can see it at first. Alright, stop her right here. Clear the runway. It's number 2.
Kilo Echo Oscar Papa
Strobe
traffic.
is
Cessna
off,
Golf Bravo
landing lights
Alpha
off.
Foxtrot. Mike is clear of the runway.
It says it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe that has been hot out here. I'm not too far away. See, there's the good old bouncing around from EZDok. It's just a little bit too much for me. I don't think it should be quite that, bumpy. I really liked it with OpusFSI. You could really set that to what you wanted. I really like that. I think you can mess around with the limiter, I think it's called, in EZDok. But I don't mess with that too much. That might help some. Alright, we'll come over here, drop off our shrimp. I'll do the flyback and not record it. It's too many episodes and too much for you all to want to watch, you know, flying an empty plane all the way back to base. I'm not sure if you all would enjoy that or not. Like I say, it's a whole other episode for me to do and produce and edit and upload. Alright, stopping right here. Pull out the parking brake. Taxi light can come off. Pitot heat, nav, beacon, all this off. Mags, turn that off. Alright, we're done. We can go over to Air Hauler now and get paid. Alright guys, here we are. I wanted to see it. See, I don't think this one shows how many people are flying. I was going to say, is anyone flying it, or is it just me? Is it just MU Herd 37? See how that's really jagged all of a sudden? I don't know why. Alright, but let's go ahead and unload our cargo, I should say. Yep, we did. So I don't know if there was an area where, maybe it could have been at the flight plan where we could select the time and stuff of when we wanted to fly. Flight performance, yes. From KHTS to KEOP. Takeoff time was 11:33. Touchdown was 11:44. It couldn't have been 11 minutes. Even in real time, that had to be way more than 11 minutes. Takeoff fuel 302.99. Touchdown fuel 273.17. Max altitude, we got up to 4,500. That's not true either. We got up over 5,000. Max pitch, negative 14.7. Max roll, 15.9. Max speed was 120 knots. Minimum G's 0.88 or 0.8. Minimum G's exceeded 0. Max G's 1.8. Max G exceeded 0. Stall false. Overspeed false. Landing description okay. So just don't want to move. Landing gear down true. Landing surface asphalt surface damage 0. Landing damage 0. Landing vertical speed coming down at 240 feet a minute. Landing speed was 51.2 knots. Yeah, landing pitch 0.5. I don't know that we were pitched. I don't know that we were pitched down like that. I'll have to look at the replay. That's a lot of pitch down. Supposed to be pitched up, so I'll have to look at that. Landing roll 0.43. Landing heading 242. Landing wind speed 4, landing wind direction 118. Yes, let's look at the radar. Nobody flying? It can't be just MU Herd. Can't be the only one. Alright, we gotta look at our company because I see we're at 102,000. Making money. Office. Where's the financials? Over here. I don't know where you get to it. I'll have to look that up. Monthly overhead is 13.9 MS. Well, I guess that's not that bad because we're already up to 2,000 to spend one day. 102,500 because we had to pay that 300 and some bucks to get our rating. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, 102 grand. Base cost 13. That's the whole. Well, I guess we don't have any overhead for the plane. I guess we own it. Go back over to available. I guess that's where that was. Alright, wait, that can't be. Yeah, just jobs map. Gotta get used to the new layout. But yeah, if you look at options, let's look at the options. There's not many. Network mode, no. Preferences, it's just, that doesn't seem to totally work. Alright, we don't want the weather, job, ignore water airports. So I don't see any options about, there used to be options in Air Hauler 1, like, do you want it to pause on your descent or something, or within a certain range of the airport, time, and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't see any of that yet. But this is not the total finished version, so maybe that could be why, perhaps, maybe. But, yeah. So we're right over here at KEOP. I will fly it back. 'Cause I don't think there's anything from KEOP unless I just didn't see it. Yeah, there's nothing from KEOP. Alright, so like I said, I'll fly that back myself off camera. Alright, guys. It was fun. I'm so excited that Air Hauler 2 has finally come out. We've been waiting for it for so long, so I'm so happy that we get to play it. But that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.